Good afternoon, and welcome to a Blindbuilds update. I'm your host, Blind Prime, and we just finished covering The Meadow and the Pond, uh, part 5 of my ongoing series of the Modular Cave System Rework. Well, a friend of mine went and visited a local Dollar General that's closing. Apparently, a lot of Dollar Generals are closing, and they have these big 50% off sales. They had this Lego set for 50% off, and it's the Lego Friends set, and that has a little waterfall scene. And I can't remember exactly what this set is called, but it's the tiny one, and it's a nice little waterfall scene, little woodland scene. It's pretty cool. You get a little campfire and a marshmallow on a stick, which I turned into a little torch. Yeah, there it is, a little torch. Put the extra fire on top of it. Looks nice. Little campfire scene with some logs that characters can sit on, and a little X thing. It was a really cool piece, and then there's a little fire in the middle of it. It's really nice, but you know, um, I managed to I thought about it and went, hey, pick it up because I just finished doing a pond with a little rocky outcropping on one side. So what if I can take the pieces from that set and turn them into an actual merge them with my pond to make something that's really cool. Anyway, I managed to do that. I only have one piece left over, and it's this big blue piece. This one, two, three, four, five, six, 6x8 blue piece. The set came with a 6x8 blue, a 6x8 green, and then a big old green with a rounded end, which I ended up turning into the place where the campsite is right now. What just fell over? Oh, nuts. I forgot I put that person there. All right, so uh, some negatives on the friend stuff. I would have to say, like, I love the build for that. My friend built it pretty quickly, and then I just took those pieces and kind of merged them with the set here. So the best part about it is it came with a little squirrel, and of course the squirrel's got a little walnut, and that's a really fun textured piece. And so I have the squirrel just a little further away from the walnut, and he's going to try and get it, and hopefully the world doesn't split in half in the process, or a volcano erupt while he's trying to get his nut. There's a lot of things that could happen to that squirrel, as we've seen in Ice Age. So I'm going to give these Friends characters and this little scooter to my niece because she's a big Friends lover. And but this is a neat little scooter. You got this cool little razor scooter, though I don't understand why it would be in a woodland scene because it doesn't have any rubber wheels. These are like metal wheels or something. It just doesn't make any sense for a woodland scene, but it's still pretty neat. You know, maybe there's just a parking lot only that we're not seeing on the other side of the fourth wall. Let's just pull the handlebars out. So I do want to also bring this video to mention the Friends characters. So before that, this is a nice little razor scooter. I have to say, it used some pretty cool pieces. You got a neat little right angle in there. You've got this piece where the scooter wheels are. Yeah, it's odd, but it's also cool, and it's a little razor scooter, so it folds up on itself. Neat little thing. Neat little thing. Uh, Now, I want to talk about these Friends characters because this is my first time having them, and people have mentioned they're different. I didn't realize how. What did I knock over? Always knocking stuff over. Let's see. What was that? What was that? Come here. No, no. Get in. You. No, no. Come here. Mm, there it goes. Okay. Then the little marshmallow on a stick that has a fire sticking out of it. It's a very very nice marshmallow stick. Anyway, so these characters, these Friends characters, the hands don't wiggle, like they don't spin like a normal minifigure. Let's actually get a normal minifigure out here. So this is mainly me talking the differences because I don't really know the differences, and maybe other people don't know the differences between a minifigure and a Friends minifigure. So they're about the same height. Uh, minifigure Regular Lego minifigure's legs are a bit shorter than the Friends minifigure. Friends minifigure legs are each separate, but they're stuck together, so they fold up at the same time. Where a Lego minifigure, you can fold up each leg separately. So that's a big difference. Another difference is that Lego minifigure's legs can actually go backwards. Friends minifigure legs cannot. They only go 90 degrees forwards. Like they have a little. That's a very soft hinge too, so they you can't put any weight on them. Where the Lego minifigures hinge is actually tougher, so you can have them bent over and put a lot of weight on them, and they still will stay. So that's something else. Arm wise, the Friends minifigure's arm can raise up and stuff and do everything a Lego minifigure's arm can, except the Lego's minifigure's arm has a bit more of a bend in it, like a 45-degree angle bend, where the Friends minifigure's arms have a bit more of a curve. The hands on a Lego minifigure can spin and be replaced with other hands. The hands on a Friends minifigure are there. They're just stuck. Um, they're also very thin, like spaghetti. They got spaghetti arms. They got little spaghetti legs. And the heads are completely different from one another. Though you can switch the hair out. So we could just change out the hair, put that hair on them, and sit this hair on you, I think. I think we can change out the hair. It does kind of change out, but it doesn't want to stay. That is a terrible connection point because they did different connections for these. The minifigure's head circle is smaller in diameter than the Friend's head circle little stud is smaller in diameter than the minifigures. The minifigures is actually just a regular stud, but it seems like the Friends one is smaller. So even though you can put the Friends hair on top of this minifigure, getting it in there will work because the hair on this these Friends figures is very squishy. I guess it's so teething children can just chew it. Uh, I know I would have chewed it. Let's see. Moving that around, put his hair back. So that's kind of the big differences between these. I do like a Lego minifigure better. One of the other big things is that this Friends minifigure doesn't have anything back here on their butt. They don't have any sort of connections. Where there's 4 anti studs on the rear of a minifigure, a regular, so you can set them up in all sorts of different ways. But you can't do that with the Friends. The Friends have nothing there that can do that. And the Friends are just very weird. And finally, I'm going to set this guy back over here so I don't lose him, because we're going to talk about the head before I let you guys go. Oh no, his hair fell off. Get your hair back on there, buddy. Get your hair back on there. There we go. Okay. Finally, I'm going to pull the hair off so we can talk about this head. This head is freaky, okay? This is just a creepy head. It's got a chin on it. It's a minifigure head with a chin, and it's got a nose sculpted in there, and there's like a little dent for where the eyes are. It's straight out of my nightmares, and this pin connection for it is just so weird. Like this head by itself, without being connected to anything, is just super weird. Especially its chin. Like it's got a mega chin. What is going on with this? This is so odd. These minifigures are these Friends minifigures are definitely on the weird scale. So that's my kind of explanation on the differences between these two figures. Between the minifigures and the Friends minifigures. And it also came with a little coffee cup and a binoculars. So it's good to have another cup. I enjoy having more cups. So let's talk about how I integrated and changed. What did I change on this set that we had before? Well, I built the rock formation up taller to fit the waterfall in there better. I took the green panel that was a 6x8 and I stuck it on top of the rock edge that we made here, the little rock crevice thing that had the waterfall there, and behind the waterfall there's some gems. You can actually pull the waterfall out, and behind there's some gems, which is really fun. I like hiding gems, and the Friends set did come with some gems. It also came with these fun little trees, and it came with 3 of these trees, so I distributed them, put one on top of the green area and one down on the side. Also came with a bridge, so I reworked the water, where before we had the water coming around the side of the rock outcropping and then going away. And that was a 4 wide. Instead, I changed it up over here. I made it, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wide, counting the overhang, and had it coming out the front so that we could better set up a really nice woodland scene. Got the squirrel hanging out on top of the little green mesa that's above the waterfall, and I like the idea of the waterfall just kind of coming from a cave underground, so you can walk around up here and look down, and there's a waterfall spouting from the rocks below you, which is kind of a neat idea. And of course, I set it up so that if you don't pair this with any sort of cave block, it still will look good on its own. We've got kind of a nice little area going on there. We've got a crack in the wall, allow you to light to get in there behind the waterfall, and also for people with keen eyes to be able to see what's behind the waterfall. Got another one. You spin it around to the back here. We've got another crack in the wall, and we've got this indent there, kind of just some erosion. It's kind of nice. I tried to set this up so that if you were to just plug it up next to a base plate or one of these mills toppers that doesn't have any sort of rocks on it, it won't look weird or too goofy. It should be able to mesh well. I still had to make it kind of flat in order to fit everything in there, but I tried my best to make it seem, at least lookable. Something that doesn't look too bad. So over here on this side, where that hole was, I went ahead and took a bunch of slanties that I had spares of, and I put them all up around to give the impression that this rock outcropping actually goes out further. And there's even a little gem, the spare gem from the friend set. I went ahead and hid behind some of these rocks. It's hidden terribly, but it's still there. Over here on the side, I redistributed the green pieces that I had, the green plates, to try and make a hill formation, and I think it's working out pretty well. I think it is. It's coming together quite nicely. This got the little seats, the little fire, little flaming marshmallow, and another one of those trees, and of course that nice little bridge that was made with the tiles that I had to do a right angle on the side in order to fit it into all this. But I think I did a good job fitting everything in. Added a few more plants, made it look a little less barren. And yeah, let me know in the comments. What do you think of this? I'm going to consider this complete now that we got this waterfall scene in here. I think it just ties everything together. And there's something rattling around. What is that? Oh, maybe that's one of the gems fell out inside of the waterfall. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to showcase that with you and share with you this creation of which I have made. Sadly, I think this added another 100 or something bricks to the build. So I'm gonna have to try and make sure I do my best to keep the brick count down, and definitely whenever we finish this and we go back through and actually do the count, I'm gonna try and figure out ways that we could eliminate extra bricks and add in just some bigger bricks in order to accomplish the same task that a bunch of smaller ones would do. So if y'all know of any bricks that may help out with that, let me know. The point of this is to try and get a Lego idea set going that doesn't consist of more than 3,000 pieces. I think it's goal will be 2,000. I think 2,000 pieces is probably in the ballpark of what we're going to be looking at whenever this is said and done. It may actually be more pieces because of the way it's got to be built. So here's hoping that it doesn't end up being a monster's 6,000 piece build. Thanks again so much for watching. Tune in next Prime. I'm going to be getting the HasLab Sentinel from my roommate, and we're going to be setting it up out in the office and do a bunch of size comparisons with the Sentinel and the Hiss tank, and we're just going to have a nice size off with everything. We're just going to bring out everything, the vamp and all the fun vehicles, and we're just going to make a really fun size off day to just give the understanding of the size differences between some of these things and how close in relation some of them are that you wouldn't really expect. So tune in then, and thank you all so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Somebody's been sharing my stuff, at least when it comes to these Lego videos, and I absolutely love and appreciate that. Thank you so much for sharing my videos here and getting the word out. Blind people build Lego too. Thanks again for watching, and this is me and Cream saying, have a great weekend.